Abrewaa. I welcome you all to Bisa Museum. I'm Sika and your tourist guide for tonight. Do you know that Bisa is the Ghana's latest contribution to human knowledge and history? Bisa was built in the year 2019 by acclaimed filmmaker, historian, and a historian called Nana Kawansa. At the entrance of Bisa is the statue of our brave ancestors with two lions with inscriptions, our struggle in our motherland and in the diaspora. When you enter Bisa, just on your right-hand side, you can find ancient Asante traditional home where you find ancient artifacts like a bed that was made with bamboo stick, local lamp called bobo or ahimba kanzia, a clay pot that was used to store water, a stool, and other artifacts that we're using in preparations of our food. Just in front of the house, you can find a statue of a grandmother telling history and heritage and culture to her grandchildren. This symbolizes that our grandmothers are the custodians of our history and culture. In Bisa Museum, we have display of Chen clothes, ancient Kente cloth and Maasai. Do you know Chen cloth? Chen is a type of tree that will peel behind the back of the tree. We beat it till it becomes soft and use it as a cloth. Maasai is also a flesh of an animal that we use to cover ourselves, an ancient traditional cloth called Kente. Do you know that Europeans always say that before their arrival and after our arrival, we Africans were naked, but it wasn't true. When they came into our country, when they came into our Africa, we were having clothes, we covered our nakedness. Do you know that when you enter Bisa Museum, we have statues of our illustrious leaders who struggled and attained independence in Africa, diaspora, and other countries as well, like Marcus Garvey, the big sis of Ghana, Martin Luther King, and the others. Here in Bisa, one uniqueness about Bisa Museum is that we have 2,000 artifacts that takes a visitor or a tourist through the journey of our hinterland and how we Africans were brutally overpowered and sold into slavery. Another unique thing about Bisa Museum is that we have a box that contains signs of the remains of our ancestors, and we believe the box contains the spirit of our ancestors. So anytime we get closer to the box, we bow our heads in humility and say a word of prayer. Have you heard? Do you know the Marians of the Caribbean? Do you know that they are people? Have you also heard about Princess Yaninga, the female warrior and the founder of Burkina Faso? These and many more are being told in Bisa. Bisa Museum has employed over 20 youth in Kotumpo community and has helped reduce unemployment rate. And of course, I'm proudly a beneficial to that project. Bisa Museum has also helped in Kotumpo and has transformed into a tourist site where tourists can explore and do business with indigenes. And a challenge that we are facing at Bisa Museum is that we need a bigger space so that we can be able to employ more youth into the country and help reduce unemployment rate. Join me as I take you through the beautiful artifacts in Bisa Museum. Do you know what? When we come to the Bisa Museum, we take you through our local dishes and we display African movies and educate you about who we are as Africans. Let us not forget that Africans, we should be proud of who we are, what we are capable of, and where we come from. Thank you.
Amazing. A big round of applause for Sika. Okay, Ato Kwamina, let me take you.
Hi, Sika. Yeah, I think that so far tonight has been your best best performance ever in this competition this year. But of course, you yourself explain why, because you were there. So it came across like some penalty, and then you made sure that you took a spot and then hit it hard. But again, even though you were having a very good time on stage today, because I mean the information you were giving were very detailed, you knew your stuff and you were delivering. There were times that you were letting yourself down, and we've said this over and over again. We don't even know what you have prepared, and so when you are choking, don't let us see it. Don't make it obvious. You can easily gloss it over and still make your presentation. But honestly, I loved the details that you gave us. I love the fact that you took time to explain the symbolism of the things that you were describing. And even without getting into the Abrewaa Museum, you could easily understand what happens there, because you took us through the main entrance, told us what is around, took us around. I think you've done excellent, and then well done. I'm hoping that next week you're going to hinge on this particular performance and blow my mind one more time. All right, well done.
Okay, thank you very much. I think someone want to add something.
I think she deserves an applause. She has done an excellent PR work for Bisa Abrewaa. For me, after today, I'm going to visit the place. You have done very well.
Thank you very much. Okay, so for Sika to still be in the competition, kindly vote *800 *567 *13#.